Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Frankie B. So anyway, hey, first off, I want to throw a shout out to the hosts, Shay the Red and Cyborg Valkyrie. Last Saturday, I did this underground art auction. I was invited to be on there, and it turned out amazing. Which it was showcased on the YouTube channel called Red Valkyrie. So if you're on YouTube, definitely head on over there and check it out. So anyway, I had two different one auction dealt with a sketch cover that I had done. It was for the Robotech sketch cover, dual side image, and then also some little extras. But then the second auction, which was the really big one, was a lot, and what happened was I added a bunch of sketch cards, as well as sketch covers. But then, just to add a little bit more flavor, I added a free sketch to it. So technically, the person really got a great deal. I mean, a phenomenal deal. So anyway, what's going on now is that I'm doing that sketch cover. Now, mind you, I've reached out to the bidder and winner, and I have not heard back from the bidder or winner. I thanked them and for bidding on my auction and winning it, but I have yet to hear from them. So it's been almost close to going on to a week, and so I emailed them twice, haven't heard anything back. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw the character for my upcoming Kajus and Cowboys. Pretty much the bot with no name. This, I'm drawing it on a comic book board, and this would be technically a con sketch. Now mind you, when I have a lot of people, you think if you're at shows and stuff like that, there's multiple people are trying to talk to me, my head's down, I got Jessica, my wife, Jess on my side, and she's dealing with stuff and whatever, and so I'm trying to get the commission going, but then also people are trying to talk to me, so it would be probably even more so, like a very hectic kind of situation. Now it's a little bit more controlled, really relaxed. I'm in my studio, and I'm able to add some love to this. So again, it's going to be on comic book board. Pretty much, I just did an image of him. He's just did a kill, and just looking at it and stuff. So pretty simple. I didn't go really crazy about it. So it's going to be black and white sketch, and maybe I said on the actual when I was on the auction and stuff that possible I'll throw some grayscale. So we'll see. We'll see where my head is going. So anyway, here we go. All right, I'm gonna hold on. I got my Pentel brush pen on the side. I got my Micron 01 right here. So let's get it going. Now I'm getting super excited as we get nearer to revealing more about Kajus and Cowboys. It's a concept created by Matthew, Blair, and myself. Me and Matthew have a long sort of relationship working together. I work with Matthew on the web series The Secret Lives of Villains for close to 5.5 years. And then after that, we've worked on a few short stories which appeared in Alternatives. It came out on a Wednesday called Team KS1, excuse me. So anyway, so we have a history. So eventually what happened was last year, Matthew was like, hey, Frank, maybe we should try to do this story, try to do this Kaju story. He knows I love Kaju. So again, it's like I've always said in some of my previous videos that it's really good when an artist team, writer and artist are, they're able to focus on creating something that goes to the strength of the team instead of against it. As a commercial illustrator, I can draw anything, and I've worked on various different things, but you can imagine that if I work on something, it should be something that I'm really jazzed about, because then that just enhances it. It makes all those long nights of trying to, hopefully not long nights. And I have a pretty tight schedule, but the times when I'm working on the artwork, a little bit more pleasant than the fact if I was sitting there and having to do, I'll just take for instance, if I had to do more like historical kind of stuff or whatever. mind you, I've done that stuff too, but this is in my wheelhouse. So it's like the universe is definitely giving me something that I can work with. Now I have to step up. So anyway, the initial responses to the character have been really good. People have been really digging the design. And I definitely have to, I'll contribute that to Matthew, because originally when I did this initial design, this face right here, totally in the mindset of, the man with no name, Clint Eastwood, mixture of the T800, excuse me, Terminator. I just wanted a character who had this kind of, hardcore face. And Matthew loved that. But then I started working with other character designs and I softened it. When we were thinking about pitching to comic book publishers, I decided to try a different design, and that design was a lot more softer. And then Matthew was just like, nah, Frank. He was nice about it, but he just was like, hey man, no, I think you need to stick with the one you already got. That one really, really says it. And you know what? He's right, and that's pretty much what teamwork is. When you come into a team with someone, you want somebody who's going to be there, who's going to be like, hey, I think you need to maybe consider, this way, this look, instead of like immediately saying I'm going to kill it. So anyway, this would be similar to how I would do a con sketch, because again, you got to imagine that, I have so much people going, coming up to me and talking to me. Yeah. Which is crazy sometimes, because I really do. Once I start yapping, as you can imagine, it's like boom. I am not an introvert. I'm an extrovert, especially when the energy's high and everything. I'll drag some ears, man. I'll yap you up. But anyway, it's always nice when I can have the time to add some love to the artwork. So again, I want you to understand that this is what I consider a sketch. Usually I go for my bigger pens. I actually started off with the mic one just because I just wanted to get the form of his face and some of those little minute things. But pretty much from here on out, it's going to be like more the bigger brushes, just to kind of add in stuff. Sketch me a sketch. So anyway, yeah, that auction was really amazing. I don't even know what I was going to expect. I'm so torn sometimes on doing those things, but it turned out really good. My people came. The people who love giant robots and kajus and stuff like that, they came, and it turned out fun, and I'm very honored, and I'm looking forward if they decide to do another auction. I mean, I still got a ton of stuff. Like I said, I would love to, find some really good forever homes for my artwork. Better that than sitting here. And actually, it's kind of nice to, make a little bit of something on the side, for all that hard work. Ideally, I think next time, since this was like the first show, I would probably, maybe a suggestion is consider stretching it over a few days, so that artists like myself, we don't have to end up doing like lots, in which we can sort of break down our auctions, so that it gives people a chance to really be able to come in at maybe lower prices, because that's really the only reason why I went up, was just because I was allocated to do two, to only be able to do 2 images. So I kind of was like, then guess what? I'm gonna be doing lots. And surprisingly, I ended up getting what I wanted, which was really nice. After I did the numbers, I was like, oh my God, I was able to get, and I made a little bit extra over it, but overall I got what I wanted. And this amazing artwork, it's a little extra. It's heading off to somebody. The good thing is that I have the person's address, so hopefully that's the address I'm using from their thing, PayPal thing, so hopefully that's the right one. But yeah, it's gotta go out. I don't want to be holding on to artwork and stuff like that. You know, once the person has done their part, then I can do my part. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be exciting to eventually get going. I'm already doing pre-concepting stuff for this series, and it's gonna be crazy. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be really crazy. People who read Robot God Akamatsu and really enjoyed it and my other stuff, this is I'm gonna take it up a step. I mean, it's been a few years now since I worked on Robot God Akamatsu, and now it's like I've learned a lot of different things, and I want to experiment with a couple of stuff. So anyway, I want to take it further. So all right, so this is going to be a mashup video. Those wonderful videos that I do in which I'm talking a little bit as I'm talking now, but then now I'm moving to hyperlapse. I want to thank you again for just going by my YouTube channel, by sharing it, by hey man, subscribing, being updated by the stuff that I'm putting up there. It really helps. It just tells me that you're interested in seeing what I'm doing, that these videos aren't just going out into the ether and just like vanishing, poof. It's showing me that you guys you want to see what the Frankie B man is doing. So anyway, I just want to say thank you. All right. So anyway, time to get down to some fast drawing. So hyperlapse time, baby. All right. As always, keep that.